There's something really mesmerizing about video game title screens. It's something we don't really pay attention to a lot of times. I mean, I don't. The moment I install a game, I just turn off motion blur and start playing. And I don't blame you for that. Fuck motion blur. I mean, seriously, fuck motion blur. By the way, in case you didn't notice, I got a green screen. Uh, yeah, मेरे को बहुत टाइम से मन था लेने का, so I got one, and for more immersion. Anyways, back to topic. A good title screen can immediately immerse you in a game, while a bad one, क्या है यार ये? हटाओ इसको. By the way, the reason I'm talking about this weird niche topic is that I was playing Xenoblade Chronicles, and I know it's a Nintendo game, but the title screen made me feel very calm, and at the same time, it gave the impression that an amazing story is just waiting for me right there. This was the first reason. The second reason was that this is a very easy topic to research. I mean, मुझे Google ही तो करना था. I will be going through a lot of games that I've played and whose title screens have left a big impression on me. So and also because they're very cool. Also, I tried to group them together क्योंकि सबकी थीम थोड़ी अलग अलग है. तो किसी का ग्रुप काम कर रहा है, किसी का नहीं कर रहा. आप you'll get it. Okay, we'll start with one of my favorites. That's Crisis 2. This one is a certified banger. You see the nano suit in the background with some amazing musical score done by Hans Zimmer. While the music in Crisis 2 makes you feel a little bit helplessness and a bit of hope, like you don't know what awaits you, the title screens of God of War 2 or Cyberpunk 2077 just pumps you up. You just can't wait to get in and get your shit kicked by the fucking Colossus of Rhodes.
Do you see, gods of Olympus? Do you need more proof than this?
Dark Souls is a Souls game. Dark Souls is no stranger to some of the greatest music in video game history. But what makes the title screen so special is that it's pretty simple. They just slap the title screen logo, the game's logo, and that's it. And to be honest, that kind of works. The whole stick of Souls game is that you're going on this grand, grand adventure, and the fate of the world depends on you. Whether it's going and rekindling the flame, or becoming the Elden Lord, or just going on a hunt. That minimalistic title screen and that orchestral soundtrack, it's just preparing you for something that you'll never forget. I want to end this section with one of my favorites, and that's Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. I remember the day the 12-year-old me discovered that you can play Pokemon games on a phone, and that just blew my mind. So I got the game. I won't tell how I got the game. And when I booted up the game for the first time, I was greeted with this. If I had to describe this feeling in one word, that would be an adventure. People think that Pokemon is just about, these animals fighting each other and Ash giving away all of his Pokemon to someone he just met 5 minutes ago. It's I think it's better described as a world that is waiting for you to be explored. Starting your journey from a small town, then getting your first Pokemon, then your first gym badge, and then you fight a ghost Pokemon in a very spooky town, like what the fuck? And then you fight a mafia boss, and then you fight elite foes, and then there's the final fight between you and your rival, and to become the greatest Pokemon trainer. It's just amazing. This game is really good. And every time you start the game, there's this title screen right there and telling you that your adventure is not over yet. Absolute cinema. This is just a bias section of the video because of the games that I played and they left a strong impression on me. starting with a game that I really, really hate because it scared the shit out of me, and that's so personally, we never had a Nintendo console or one of those bootleg. When we used to go to our to my cousin's place, they had one, and one day they started this game in front of me, and the moment I heard that weird ass music, like toon toon toon, like मेरी तो वहीं फट गई. Like I don't know what it, something clicked in me, और मैं इतना डर गया. But yeah, this game scared the shit out of me. Like there's nothing scary in this. It's just that weird music in the beginning, and then the weird music when you play the game. So music is the issue here. Yeah. So thank you Aladdin for scaring me. Harry Potter, तो सब जानते हैं. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban I had on PS2, and the reason that उसको मैंने इस list में add किया is that its title screen is not great, है ना, simple सा एकदम. But if you stay on the title screen long enough, it plays this in-engine gameplay footage. Like it shows you what will happen in the game. Like वो बता रहा है, it's like a trailer, small trailer. And उसको देख के I was like shit यार, like you get to fight Dementors, Dampisha Dementors हो गया. If you get to fight Dementors, you there's a ghoul section also with Ron. Like उसको देख के I was like यार ये तो क्या मस्त चीज़ है. Like it made me want to keep playing the game. And so that's the only reason उसको मैंने list में add किया. Other than that, उसका title screen is not great, pretty much simple. There are a couple of more title screens that I just want to mention. मेरे बचपन में जब खेलता था उस टाइम से, like the Most Wanted, I think everyone remembers Most Wanted. Then there's the Prince of Persia 2 Thrones. उसका I remember इसलिए, first of all, great game. दूसरा, there's like in the background you see the Babylon city just burning, and it really sets the tone of the game. And the last one is Motorstorm. I think Motorstorm का मैंने last video में ही बात करी थी. Yeah, these three games I remember clearly from my childhood. I think the title screen were like, okay, very good. Yeah, let's move to the next section. The immersion of horror begins the moment you started, and no game has done this beautifully than Signalis. Signalis is an indie survival horror game set in a dystopian future, and it tells you that via its title screen the moment you launch the game. I love this so much. There's no music in this title screen. There's just your character's eye, the Elster unit. The background sounds like you're in the middle of, like you're in a subway station, like an underground station, and there's an alarm going like doo, 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 and then you can hear a distant speaker, like a कोई speaker है बहुत दूर, and it's saying Achtung, Achtung. Achtung is basically attention in German. It's a great game, and I don't think I can recommend it enough. If you like Resident Evil, then I think this game should be on your list. And it's not that expensive. It's an indie game, so अगर एक Zomato का meal skip करोगे, then you can buy it. कर दो यार. Another example of this is Dead Space. Dead Space का ये है कि Dead Space title screen is like I think मैंने एक और game भी लिखा था. It's very simple. But the thing why it's interesting is that the title screen is like an overlay to the main game. So when you click continue, it just immediately drops you into the game, and that's really immersive, and that's really cool as well. But if survival horror is not your jam, then you can play FNAF. अगर Five Nights at Freddy's भी नहीं पसंद तो there's another game which I really want to make a video on, but it's not very safe for work. जो भी गंदी थीम तुम सोच सकते हो वो है. It's called Fear and Hunger. उसका title screen I don't know how to define it. It's just an image of the game with some weirdly creepy ass music in the background. Now that's what I call immersion. By now you can tell that music plays a big role in making a title screen memorable. I mean, just think Five Nights at Freddy's कैसा दिखता अगर ये उसका म्यूजिक होता. To be honest, this kind of works. I mean, killer robots with a nursery, kids nursery rhyme music. It's like a peak horror. Uh, yeah, I think it's jump guys, but you get my point. Anyways, what I wanted to say is that there's one more thing that makes a title screen memorable, and that's when it changes with the game. Ghost of Tsushima is the first game that came to my mind. In the beginning, you see Jin's katana in the middle of the field, and as you progress through the story, and as Jin becomes the ghost, later you see the ghost mask hanging on the sword as well. It's not a big detail, but it's something that I really appreciate when games do it. Similarly, the title screen of Lies of P also changes depending on where you are in the story. So in the beginning, it's at the train station, the Krat train station where the game starts. After like midway point, it's at the title screen becomes the King of Puppets. I think it's the King of Puppets boss area only. And at the end, the title screen is of the island where the final arc of the game takes place. It's really cool. It's very subtle. A lot of people don't notice. I mean, मैंने भी notice नहीं किया था जब मैं खेल रहा था. And बाद में like I think I read a Reddit post and उसमें like cross मैंने देखा कि अरे हाँ यार like it changes where you are in the story. That's really cool. Another great example like this is Spec Ops: The Line. So Spec Ops takes place in Dubai, which is hit by a massive sandstorm, and it's completely destroyed. So it's free for all kind of thing. The main menu shows you the daily routine of a sniper, and at the back you can see the US flag. It's upside down, and as the game progresses, you can see that the sniper is like he's just guarding the area or he's doing a recon, and then he's staying awake at night, and at the end of the game you just see him dead on the top of the tower. By the way, I googled कि upside down flag क्यों है मतलब, and it's an actual thing, like it's a real life thing. An upside down flag, it's like a signal of extreme distress. It kind of makes sense when you play the game because the game is pretty dark. You can't play the game now because it's delisted everywhere unless you find some other means to play the game. The final game I want to talk about in this category is Persona 3, especially the remake. And to make it serious, मैं उसका CD भी निकाल लाया. दिखेगा क्या इसमें? नहीं दिखेगा. Initially, the title screen of Persona 3 is just your character leaning against the window. And the background, you can see all of your squad or your classmates. And it's normal for a JRPG or for a game where you have other main characters as well. But the thing is that the title screen of Persona 3 doesn't changes until the end. Once the game finishes, that's when the title screen changes. And I'll tell you why the title screen changing is so memorable or so good. Like I'll explain it as जितना अच्छे से मैं explain कर सकता हूँ, I'll explain it. Now I have only played Persona 3, 4 and 5, and what I'm going to say is for those games as well. I haven't played 1 and 2, so जो भी मैं कह रहा हूँ, I don't know if it's same for those games. Okay, so the whole concept of Persona is that you're a transfer student that came to this new city to study, basically for your school. Why you came to this new city differs. For example, in Persona 4, your parents are abroad, as far as I remember. They're on like a business trip or something outside the country. So they are left, they leave you in your uncle's care. And Persona 5, you're on parole because you did some crime.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
So that's why you came to this new city. For Persona 3, again, it's like same kind of thing. Basically, you're a transfer student in this new city. So the game takes place in a time period of 1 year. So you have 1 year to make friends, to make new connection. Basically, you have to make the most out of this 1 year that you're given, and you don't have time to waste because there are evil shadows that come out, and you have to fight them as well. So yeah, everything you do in this game makes progress. Like any action, anything you do, it just takes the story forward. Like by a day or by half a day, it moves forward. Like you decide to study, that's half a day gone. You decide to hang out with your friend, then again that's half a day gone. And then there are like scripted sections in the game that takes away 2 3 or maybe 4 days of your like week, and then you can't hang out or deepen your friendship with your friends. I guess I shouldn't have studied then. Spoilers for Persona 3 Reload. Towards the end of the game, your main character, or you basically, he sacrifices himself to protect the world in a way. And before passing away, you get one last day to say goodbyes to your friends and family. Now, they don't know that you're dying because they don't have the memory of you sacrificing yourself. And that's why it makes this so emotional, because for them, this is just like any other day. They think they'll see you tomorrow. But for you, this is the last day you'll get to see them. And so when your character dies, and he will die, there's no way to avoid it. You can't help but tear up. Like, I got tears in my eyes when it happened. Not because your character is dying, but because there's so much that you're leaving behind. Friends, family, people who treated you like family, people whose life you changed, like the old couple who you helped in grieving their son, or the monk who got back with his family because of you, with your help, or that little girl who you met, who you supported when her parents were going through a divorce, or that random guy you met in a park who was finally happy to have a friend or to make a friend before he passed away because of a terminal disease. All these people's life got better because of you. So when the game throws that ending title screen with nothing, with an empty classroom and your equipment on the table, and that instrumental version of the song playing in the background, it fucking sucks. You can't help but cry. मैं रोया था. मैं रात को 4 बजे वो गेम खेल रहा था, and when I completed it, and I started crying. Like, I was crying for people who don't even exist. I don't know how to explain this. I think Persona 3 is like one of the greatest games. I know I spoiled it अगर तुमने skip नहीं किया. But yeah, it's really good. This last category के लिए मेरे को paper की काफी जरूरत है. I really don't know what to call this category. So I just named this how it made me feel. Last of Us, not the TV show, the game. I think everyone knows Last of Us at this point. It's a very beautiful game. It has a minimalistic title screen with some calm music. I think I've used this word for almost every other game, but again I'll use it. It's a really beautiful game. If you have played it, or even if you know the story, you know it's a very touching story, and I think it's one of the greatest games ever made. Even though Naughty Dog keeps remastering and remaking the game again and again every year. Hotline Miami, उसके बारे में भूल गया, मैंने लिख रखा है. Hotline Miami 2 is another example of making you feel calm. I don't know what you call this neo retro wave. I don't know what we say this thing with the pink background and the waves are going. Ooh, I don't know what to call this. Yeah, so Hotline Miami 2 also has a minimalistic title screen. Not, I wouldn't say minimalistic. There's a lot of going on in the background. But if you play the game and you see the title screen, you'll see that both of them contradict each other. I mean, this is the gameplay. Now, I don't like gacha games, but I can't deny the fact that Genshin Impact has some of the most banger music. I mean, मैंने थोड़ा बहुत ही खेला Genshin Impact. I haven't played much. And if you while the title screen, when you're installing the game, the title screen, it has a really nice music, and I don't know what to say more about this. I just really like the music of Genshin Impact. I mean, मैं थोड़ा बहुत सुनता हूँ बीच में, although I don't really admit it. And the final game of this section and of this video is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. The prequel to this game, the Final Fantasy VII Remake, both have the same title music, but Rebirth is the latest one, so that's why I'm talking about Rebirth. The fact that I can sit on this title screen for 10 minutes and just listen to this beautiful music makes it, I think, one of the best out there. It follows, I should put this down. It follows the same pattern as a lot of other music with like a minimalistic design, just an image at the back and a beautiful, amazing music in the background. To this day, whenever I hear this song and the moment it picks up the trumpet part, I still get goosebumps. It speaks of sad but a hopeful journey of our main cast, and like इसमें मेरे पास कुछ I don't have the words to describe it. You just have to play it to know it. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching. I talked way too much than I should have. I know it's a very niche thing, and a lot of people don't pay attention to, जैसा मैंने शुरू में कहा था, and that's fine. It's just that I'm really passionate about video games. They've been a big part of my life. Like when I had little to no friends, like video games really helped a lot. I mean, they do help now as well. They even helped me when I was going through some stuff. I mean, nothing big, like life happens to everyone. And that time, video games help you a lot. Just for that 1 or 2 hour when you want कि भाई मेरे को इस चीज़ के बारे में ध्यान नहीं देना, like you just play a game for that 1-2 hour and like I completely forgot कि उस टाइम क्या टेंशन थी. Like I know it's a bad thing as well कि तुम खुद को distract, like तुम उस चीज़ से ध्यान बता रहे हो, but sometimes you just really need a distraction from things. Again, thanks for watching. Bye bye.